Good evening aspirants, welcome to daily editorial analysis of Shankar IAS Academy. Today's date is 3rd April 2025. These are the two important topics we are going to discuss in this video. The first article is about the digital child abuse and the danger of AI based exploitation. The second article is about the ring of fire tightening around Iran. So these are the two important topics we are going to discuss in this video. Now let us get into the discussion. The rapid advancement of artificial intelligence had led to both benefits and challenges. One of the important concerns is the misuse of artificial intelligence to generate child sex abuse material, CSAM. Recently, the International AI Safety Report 2025 highlighted the growing risk which is posed by AI-generated images and contents regarding child sex abuse material. So, this International AI Safety Report is released by AI Security Institute, which is based in United Kingdom. So, this is the context. Here we are going to discuss about the threat faced by AI generated content. This topic comes under GS paper 2 and also in GS paper 3. The World Economic Forum has warned about the misuse of AI in generating deep fake child sex abuse material. So artificial intelligence are being used to generate deep fake images and contents regarding child abuse materials. Internet Watch Foundation also reported a surge in child abuse materials on the open websites in internet. National Crime Records Bureau has also recorded nearly 1,800 cyber crimes against children, which is an increase from 1,376 cases in 2021. Now let us see the legal and institutional framework to combat the child abuse materials. First one is Protection of Children Act 1978. This act criminalized the possession, distribution and creation of indecent images of children. Section 67B of IT Act 2000. This act punishes the publication and transmission of child sex abuse material in the electronic form. The POCSO Act of 2012 also has sections which deals with the criminalization of child pornography production, storage and sexual exploitation of children. So these are important legal safeguards against the child abuse materials. Section 294 and Section 295 under Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita also penalizes the sale and distribution of obscene materials regarding the children. They also criminalize the sale and exhibition of obscene content to children. Now let us see the challenges in tackling the AI-generated child abuse materials. First one is lack of artificial intelligence specific laws. So Indian laws do not yet cover about the artificial intelligence generated materials. So this is a significant legal vacuum in curtailing the artificially generated AI images and content. Next one is accused centric approach. The existing laws and legal provision focus on preparators rather than the technology which enables the crime. Also the inadequate definitions. For example, the terms like sexually explicit and child pornography lack the clarity which lead to enforcement challenges in real world. There is also regulation gaps for digital intermediaries. VPNs, cloud services and private servers are not legally bound to monitor or prevent the child abuse materials. Now let us see some of the way forward points. Focusing on Amendment to POCSO Act to replace a child pornography with child sex abuse materials for broader coverage of this provision. Clearly define the sexually explicit content under Section 67B of IT Act. So this should also include the AI based detection. Expanding the IT Act's definition of intermediaries so that it should include VPN, cloud service and also the private servers. So these VPNs, cloud services and private servers should also be liable for the enforcement. Also we should include the AI generated materials in Indian law by criminalizing the AI tools which create them. We should also focus on adapting the UN Draft Convention on countering the ICT based crimes. The Digital India Act of 2023 should be enforced properly for strong cybersecurity provisions regarding the AI generated content. There should be special focus about the AI generated content in the legal framework, and also the AI generating websites and their media should be brought into the legal framework. So this is all about the discussion. Here we have seen about the challenges and way forward and the legal provisions regarding the AI generated child sex abuse materials. So with this, let us conclude the discussion. This is a mains practice question regarding this topic. Interested aspirants can use it. Here we are going to discuss about the geopolitics surrounding the Iran and Israel and US. The ring of fire around Iran is tightening. This means the tactics of US and Israel and their allies around Iran is tightening recently. This is because the military hostilities between US and Iran is growing recently. There is also a gradual advancement in Iran's nuclear weapon program, and this is raising many concerns in the regional security. So this is what we are going to discuss in this editorial article discussion. This topic comes under international relations, and this is a mains relevant topic. Recently, the US is doing airstrikes on Yemen to eliminate the Houthi rebels. These Houthi rebels are capturing the Yemen, and they are funded and supported by Iranian government. So US is doing airstrikes on Yemen on the Houthi rebels. Israel is also doing the military campaign in Gaza, Lebanon and Syria. In Gaza, they are already attacking the civilian infrastructure and are targeting the civilians in the name of capturing terrorists. And in Lebanon and Syria, Israel is doing military campaigns to eliminate the other terrorist outfits which are funded by Iran. Particularly in Lebanon, a terrorist outfit called Hezbollah is operating, which is also supported by Iran. So to eliminate the Hezbollah group, Israel is doing airstrikes on Lebanon and also on Syria. Recently, there was a toppling of government led by al-Bashir, and this al-Bashir government, they provided the route for Iran to supply the arms for Hezbollah through Syria. So this al-Bashir government, which was recently weakened in Syria, has become a challenge for Iran, because Iran has to find out other routes to support Hezbollah in Lebanon, because when Iran has to support the Hezbollah, they have to reach through Syria. So Syria stands between Lebanon and Iran. Also note the bordering countries of Israel, Lebanon, Syria and Iran. Iran and Israel does not share any borders. So this is a very important thing. So Israel is doing the airstrikes on Gaza, Lebanon and Syria, and US is starting the airstrikes in Yemen to target the Houthi rebels. In Lebanon, they are targeting the Hezbollah group. So this Hezbollah group in Lebanon and Houthi rebels in Yemen, both of them are funded by Iran. So now the main aim of Israel and US is to eliminate the proxy networks of Iran. So these proxy networks like Hezbollah group, Houthi rebels, they are now targeted by Israel and US. So this is what the ring of fire is tightening around the Iran. So this is what the news is about. Regarding the nuclear program, Israel's nuclear program has been a concern for many years. In 2015 and 2018, there have been a growing demand to stop the Iran's nuclear program, and they also signed a deal during that time with Iran. But the US has withdrawn from the deal, so that Iran is going towards their ambition of creating nuclear weapon. Now the International Atomic Energy Agency report says that the Iran is getting 60% enrichment in their uranium development program. So if they go beyond 60%, they are definitely getting a nuclear weapon, because enrichment of above 60% is definitely a weapon grade level enrichment. If you look at the enrichment level of uranium, 3 to 5% enrichment is required for creating nuclear energy, that is for creating electricity in nuclear reactors. Above 20% or above 60%, it's definitely weapon grade uranium. And the secret uranium development program of Iran is a growing concern among the Western nations, and also a threat to the regional security of West Asia. So this 2015 deal with Iran called Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, which limited the Iran's nuclear weapon program, but US withdrew from it in 2018 because Trump administration has withdrawn from this Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, and since then the Iran is advancing their nuclear weapon development program, and now it has grown into a major concern for Western allies. Once again, the US strategy and their military pressure on Iran is growing. The US has issued many sanctions on Iran on their oil exports and their energy security. The Israel is targeting on Gaza, Syria, Lebanon, their Hamas and Hezbollah groups, which are funded by Iran. And US is targeting on Yemen and doing airstrikes on Houthi rebels. So this is what US and Israel and their allies are doing to control Iran and their proxy network. The recent Trump administration back to US government has strengthened the Israelis' ambitions of military campaigns. Now Israel has got a more free hand on their military campaigns with the Trump administration, and also Israel has gotten the support of many Arab nations through Abraham Accords. The Abraham Accords have gained the support of UAE, Saudi Arabia, and many Arab nations on the side of Israel, and this has given Israel a more support in their fight against Iran. So Iran, despite it is being supported by Russia and China, has become a lonely nation in the West Asia, which is being targeted by Israel and US. So with the Iran developing its own nuclear weapons, there might be a chance of a full-scale war in the Middle East. This growing tension in the Middle East surrounding the Iran might have economic consequences. So the Iran control the trade routes through the Strait of Hormuz, and this might cause a risk to the energy security in the region. India is also buying some of the oil from Iran, and this might affect India's energy supply. So this is a mains practice question regarding this topic. Discuss the geopolitical implications of ongoing tensions between US, Israel and Iran. How does it impact India's strategic and economic interest? With this, we have come to the end of the discussion. If you like the video, please share it with your friends and don't forget to subscribe to Shankar IAS Academy YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.